Okay guys, this tutorial is going to show you how to convert AppNet old content onto the new website. And the first thing to do would be to bring up the old AppNet. So you're just going to go to any browser, www. And the old AppNet is actually all the files, all the pages are now residing over on North Carolina webdesign.com. And this is the old site. And so you're going to get it running. If you want to go ahead and get kind of a head start, you can scroll all the way to the bottom of it and click on Sitemap. We'll talk a little bit about what it is that you're going to be doing here in a minute, but we're just going to kind of get prepared. The second thing that you want to do is to go ahead and get into the back end of the new AppNet. And this is to the WordPress back end. So you're going to go to www.appnet.com/wp-admin. You don't have to put the /. I'll just show you. If I don't, it'll automatically do it. I'm actually already logged in. I will be providing you the username and password via email. All you would do is you'll get a prompt right here in the middle of the screen that'll say the user and the password, and you just put those in and you'll end up on this same dashboard. If you want to go ahead and kind of get a head start, you can click on Pages and then Add New. So we're at a screen here where we're going to be adding a brand new page here in a minute. The next thing you're going to do is in a third tab, go ahead and open up a third tab, and you're going to go to Google, do a search rather for Google Webmaster Tools, and click on the very first thing you see. And again, because I'm already logged in, I'm automatically logged in on my browser, it automatically takes me to this screen. You're going to be prompted for an email address and a password. Again, we'll provide you the username and password for this. And once you log in, you're just going to come down to AppNet. So you want to find AppNet in the list. Now, these are not all of our clients, but a lot of our clients. But you'll see www.appnet. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And again, all we're doing is kind of preparing, kind of having everything ready. What we're going to be doing here is finding pages that Google has spidered and indexed and for some reason can't find anymore because they're not on the new AppNet. They may have had some value. We know that we're going to want as many pages on the new website as possible. So we're going to start at least by going in and finding old pages and getting them redeveloped on the new page. And this is something that as you become adept at it, it will probably take you less than 10 to 15 minutes to redirect an old page to a brand new page and actually recreate that page. But I'm going to show you a little bit about that, give you kind of a short tutorial on using SEO as well, search engine optimization. So anyway, I'm going to click on crawl and then drop down to crawl errors. And what we're going to be looking for is the 385 not found pages. So I'm clicking on that. Scroll down and you're going to see the pages that we're going to be building. And in this particular case, there was a page called Top 10 Search Engine Ranking that we had on the old website that we do not have on the new website. Now, interestingly, if you ever wanting to maybe save a little bit of time and say, okay, I can do this without, if you have a doubt on a certain page, like in this particular case, we happen to be, if you open up another browser and go over to Google and do a search for top 10 search engine ranking, I'll go ahead and perform that out. You'll notice that we already have a page called Search Engine Rankings. And we're already #1 in the entire United States. So there's really no reason to recreate that page. We already have this page ranking, but because Google couldn't find it, this page as it is named here it no longer exists on the new website. So what we're going to do in this particular case, this is going to be an easy one to do a redirect for. I'm just basically going to go ahead and click here. And then I'm going to click there because it's not going to find it. Bear in mind this page does not exist on the new AppNet. But I'm just going to copy this part of the URL from / all the way to the end. So right click, copy, go down to here where we were. And in this case, since we're not going to really need to build this new page because we already have a page ranked #1 for that, we're going to drop down to redirect options, quick redirects. All right, scroll down to the bottom of this page, and we're going to tell Google that that old page name, right click and paste that one in, top 10 search engine ranking .php, since it no longer exists, we want it to go to the new page. And in this particular case, we know that the new page is AppNet / search engine rankings. So I'm just going ahead and copy that, and then come down to the redirect tool, paste that in with the / behind it, and this is say from to the new. So the old page that no longer exists, it tells Google to find it there. Remember, a minute ago we couldn't find it, right? So I'm just going to show you how this works. The old page name, the new page name, hit save changes. You're going to get what looks like a bunch of errors. It's just this plugin, not to worry. Just scroll all the way down. Now let's go back just to see if that redirect worked. We're going to go to page not found, same place we were, hit refresh, and you'll notice now that the old page name will redirect to the new page on AppNet that is #1 ranked. So we've actually already done a page, so I'm going to go back to Webmaster Tools now that we know we fixed this one and mark that one as fixed. So it's done, and it will disappear off the list. So use common sense. If you are in doubt, go ahead and recreate a page. It's not going to hurt anything. But if if you say, okay, gosh, I would imagine they already ranked well, like if you came down here and tried to do Georgia web design, you might think we already do. We do not. But let's just say we were ranked #1 for that. You could redirect this old page to the new page that we've done for Georgia web design. We'll look at that in a few moments, but right now we're going to come back up. Some of the pages on AppNet, like you'll see this page for article, you'll see other pages. This was a page that we actually had on the old website that actually was a sales training page. I don't care about it ever showing up again, so we're really not going to do anything with that page. But we don't want Google to continue to see an error on it. So all I'm going to do in this case is just copy that. If you want to go ahead and do the same thing we did a while ago, click to it. I'm just going to copy this old page, and I'm just going to redirect it to the front page of the website. I really don't care about that page anyway, so it's not something that I'm hyped on. Looks like I missed the HTTP over here a while ago. All right, and I'm just going to go to http://www.appnet.com and hit again save changes. And now we go back to this page, which was the sales presentation page, and hit refresh. It'll take us to the front page of the website. So, if you're ever in doubt, go ahead and do a page creation. If you have serious doubts about whether or not to work on one of the pages, in this case we fixed this one, so I'm going to mark it as fixed. If you ever have a doubt about any of these pages, maybe hold off on it and make a note of it and ask questions, and we'll certainly be able to provide you with that. In terms of if you're in doubt whether or not the new website has a page, we know that it doesn't have this one. But we might have already done a page. If you're ever in doubt, you can go to AppNet, and then you can scroll down to the bottom and click on this sitemap link. And a lot of times where we say where we work, if you'll see any pages over here that might say like West Virginia, then you can probably assume we've already done the page. In this case, you can see clearly that we haven't. So the bottom line is we're going to go ahead and now create this page, West Virginia Web Design. And you can see there's also a West Virginia Web Design there as well. This was an old page that probably doesn't even exist on the old AppNet. That's how old it was. But this one did. So this is a little bit confusing, so I'm going to show you how to fix a confusing one. So in this case we had on the very old AppNet site, we'll go back to North Carolina Web Design for a second. And just to prove to you the point, I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I'm going to go to that page. You're going to see that it doesn't exist, but I'm just going to go ahead and copy all this over. And now I'm going to go to AppNet Web Design, the sitemap thing that we looked at a while ago, go all the way down to West Virginia Web Design. If I can find it. Here we go. You see that there's the page, and if I click on it, It's all spelled out, West Virginia WebDesign.php. So it's not actually this old page, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and still show you how to fix that. But in this particular case, to fix that one, we actually have to create this one first. This is the page that actually did exist on the old website. There it is on the old website. I'm sorry, there it is, West Virginia Web Design. Here's the page name on the old website. That other one, the HTM, we don't even have any HTM pages anymore on the old or new website. So that triggered me that this is one that a long time ago we missed in terms of recreating this page from that page. So we're going to go ahead and fix everything. So I'm just going to drop down here to this is the page I'm going to fix first. I'm going to redirect that one and then come back and redirect this old one. So it may sound a little confusing. Again, if you get into a bind and you just seriously have questions as to whether or not you're doing it right, save that one and you can ask me or anybody else a little deeper, maybe the next day or whatever, and we'll give you some pointers. Most of these pages, like frequently asked questions, it's just going to be a simple recreate, redirect. But I'm going to go ahead and let's do this one first. So I'm going to go to, I keep going to that. I'm going to go to that page, which is West Virginia Web Design and SEO. I'm going to copy everything above this white box. We're not going to be using anything on any of these redesign pages that's in this white box, so do not copy that. What you're basically wanting to do is to recreate this page that at one point in time we had pretty good rankings for. We no longer do, so we're trying to regain that ranking. So anything on this page that you feel like you can do to make this page carry a little bit of weight, it needs to have more than 300 to 400 words of content, and this certainly is not. But if you look below this white box, you'll see that we have some sample websites. You want to make sure that obviously we still do all of these websites. In this case, we are still doing every single one of these websites. So I'm just going to go ahead and start out by copying this. And we're wanting to come up for West Virginia Web Design, but you notice this title is West Virginia Web Design and SEO, but the page name up here is West Virginia Web Design. So, but we're going to copy everything, come all the way down to there, copy it, and then go back into your front end of or back end of WordPress. Click on Pages, Add New. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and prepare to build this brand new web page. Over here, we're going to click on Page Builder. You're going to get this blue box. Come up over here to this little plus sign. It's called Add Widget. Click it. The widget that we want to add is Visual Editor because that's where we're going to paste. All I do is click in the box and either right click and paste. Hang on, right click. I don't know why it's not doing it there. I control P. You can control C for copy, control P for paste. Most of the time you'll be able to right click and paste. I'm not sure why I just didn't see it there. Not a major thing. Right now, because I'm building this as my page name, I'm just going to copy West Virginia Web Design. So copy that. Hit done, even though we're not quite yet. Come up to the title, and this is the page name. You just right click and paste or control V, either one, and put it in there. Now, what we're going to do here is go ahead and hit publish. Kind of saving your work a little bit as you go, and it's better not to go too deep. Verify that it did give you the page name you wanted, West Virginia Web Design, which it did. So now we're going to come down here and where it says template, and right now it says default template. We're going to click on that, drop down to full page width, no title, so that's the one we want. All right, and then come back up and hit update. Now that's going to update the page. We're not done yet. We're just kind of probably 25% done on building this web page. Now I'm going to click inside this white visual editor box, click on edit. It's going to bring the editor back up. Going to go back over to the old page, scroll below the white box, and grab every one of these websites and that full sentence. So we're going to go ahead and copy again, go back to the editor page, drop down. All you got to do is just click, one down. Right click and paste or control V, either one. All the links are automatically going to be in there, so no issues with any of that. You notice that there is a broken image here, and I want to go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so just backspace over it. If you like, you can go ahead and copy that and paste that into the title. So we've got West Virginia Web Design and SEO. Get rid of that one. I'm sorry. Get rid of this title. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of it. All right. So all I did is just right click on the behind it, backspaced over it so we get in here. And then I'm just going to do a quick read and make sure that it seems like it reads well. Some of the people that posted pages in the past may not have written as well as they might now. So let's just look it over. Okay, I'm going to see here all of a sudden now that it looks like this is, we've been at it for 17 plus years. Okay, I do not think in this case we rank on the first page for Google, but what the heck, let's take a look and see. Don't assume. I'm just doing a quick search for West Virginia Web Design. At one point in time we were #1, but we lost that ranking, which is why we're doing what we're doing. So it's not there, so let's go ahead and take that out. We rank on the first page of Google, and more importantly, I'm just going to go ahead and put, we rank #1 for top 10 search engine ranking, and we can accomplish high rankings. So we got all that in there. Click here's some samples, and we're pretty much done. There's no sense in having that on there again, so let's just take that off. Hit done. Again, we're not quite done, but we're making progress, probably now about halfway through. I'm going to copy this title. All right. Scroll down to the WordPress SEO by Yoast portion of the back end. So now I'm just going to paste that keyword into the focus keyword, and you'll notice that Google gives you a couple of choices. Pick the one that closely matches what the keyword that we're shooting for in the title and the page name. In this case it's exact, so we're going to go ahead and click on that. Click on the SEO title. I guess before I get into this part, you'll notice that after we did that, WordPress gives us a little bit of a grading, tells us a little bit about what's going on this web page that we created. And anytime you get yeses, that's a good thing. So we're obviously on a good path to create a good page here. Now click on SEO title, right click and paste your West Virginia Web Design, hit the space bar, hold the shift key down and click on the key that's the symbol just above on your keyboard, same key as the backslash, and it'll create a little line separator that's straight up and down like that. Put another space and type in AppNet. All right. Now, if you'll notice that, while we've been doing this, Google has already, or WordPress has already created kind of a Google snippet of what things kind of look like. I'm just going to go ahead and copy that because that's the snippet that this page used to rank pretty good for. So again, we're right-clicking and copying that, and go ahead and paste it in the meta description. And as we paste that, you notice it says we have 1 character left, but yet we're either a little over or we're not done. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and put AppNet is a digital media company specializing in, West Virginia Web Design and SEO. And I'm just going to, we're way over now. We've got to get rid of some of these words. So we're just going to go in SEO. And if you're in doubt, SEO for clients, and then name some of the West Virginia cities. We'll put Morgantown, Snowshoe, Canaan Valley, and it is pronounced Canaan when it's a ski resort. Lewisburg, Charleston. It's good. That's a big city. And we'll put a period, and that gives us 0 characters left. So it's not perfect. It would have been great if we could have put the word "and" there, but I'm not going to worry about it. It looks like we're in pretty good shape. I'm just going to scroll up, and you're going to see that there's an SEO with a little dot here, and it starts off as being red. We're looking to try to get greens, the very worst yellows. So I'm just going to hit update because we think we're about finished with this web page. It gives me a yellow, so it's not too shabby. If you want to go ahead and click on Get Short Link and then right click and copy this URL, You can go ahead and open up another browser and paste that URL into it and take a look at the website that you built. And this is what it's going to look like. You know, it already has the header, has the information that you copy pasted in and kind of cleaned up. And your goal is to try to make this page look good so that if somebody were to land on it, it's going to help us. Hopefully they'll click around and look at some of these websites and go from there. I would love to get an image here. So if you would like, you know, to maybe take a look at some of the graphics that we have for some of these, you know, there's great ways to put graphics on here, but what I'm going to do is go to the current AppNet. Okay, scroll down to portfolio. And I happen to know that we have a couple of these websites already on here, like Love LBB, which is a lingerie website. That's a West Virginia client, and I happen to know it's on our portfolio. So if I click on e-commerce, you can look around. This is the Love LBB website. So all I'm going to do here is just right-click, view image information. All right, you need to copy this entire URL. Okay, so all it is, Control-C. Go back to the page. Now, this is the page we're still working on. In the visual editor, you can put your mouse in here and all of a sudden the edit link will come on. You can click it. Click right at the beginning of the paragraph and go up to where it says Add Media. All right, now you'll get some of the images that we've added over time. What you're going to do is go to where it says Insert from URL over here on the left and just paste in that entire URL that we just did. The picture will automatically show up. In this case, you want to align it to the right, and we're going to give it the alt text of West Virginia Web Design because that's the keyword we're shooting for. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Insert into Page. You notice it automatically does. And then you go ahead and hit Done and hit Update. All right. Then you're going to go back to the page that you created, that you're looking at, hit refresh, and you notice that the image will show up here. You know, if you'd like to do more, you can. Your goal is to try to make this page look polished with no mistakes and look okay. It'd be great if we maybe put some more in here, but we can work on that over time. Your job right now is to help us get these pages back on the new website. So anyway, so we've created a page. And now we need to go tell Google Webmaster Tools that this page has been recreated. So what I'm going to do is click on this link and then click on that. It's going to take us to the not found page. I'm going to click back here and copy the entire from after the M and com / click and copy every bit of that. Go to the edit page, drop down to the redirect options, quick redirects. Scroll all the way to the very bottom where you'll get an empty field. Right click and paste that in. And then you're going to go to the new page that you created and copy the entire URL, every bit of it. So you're going to go ahead and go here. Go back to this and paste that in. So you've got the whole entire West Virginia Web Design / So I'm going to hit Save Changes. All right. Now we go back to Google Webmaster Tools, and let's just go ahead and take this out just as a test thing here. I'm going ahead and closing all those. I can now click on this link, and it will redirect to the new page that you just recreated. So you know it's fixed. So you can go ahead and click Mark as Fixed. So it's fixed. And that one's going to disappear here, and it did. But we still have this old HTML, but there's no need to recreate that page because we now already have a good page that we like. So now we'll take this one, go ahead and click on it, go ahead and click to get your page not found. All right, copy the entire / so you get the whole thing. All right, come back over to quick redirects, go all the way to the bottom. Okay, and then right click and paste it in. So you got the old page name now, and we're just going to redirect it to the exact same page we just created. All right, and hit Save Changes. So now if you go back to the not found, this is the old page on the new AppNet, hit refresh. it will now redirect to the brand new page. So we kind of did a 2-for-1 there, but go ahead and mark it as fixed. Okay. And now it will go away. So now we're down to 386. We've actually, in this particular case, fixed a couple of links. I guess while I'm at it, I'm just going to show you, anytime you come across an article.php page, just go ahead and click on it, get the whole entire URL. This is going to be easy to redirect on these. Scroll all the way down to your redirect link. You're going to go ahead and paste it in. All right, it's a long address, but you're going to come back to the /article. So we got that, right? And then we're just going to redirect any of the article stuff to the new blog. So we're just going to click on blog. And here's our blog. So we're going to copy the whole entire thing, hit paste. Okay, so you got the whole entire thing in there. Hit save changes. All right, go back to your page not found. So this is where it wasn't found. Hit refresh, and you'll notice it'll forward automatically to the blog. So we've just fixed an article page real quick. Hit mark as fixed, and hit OK. So anytime you run across these, that's the easiest way in the world to go ahead and do it. All the old articles need to go to the new blog. So again, I'll just do one more. Click it. It's going to take me to the old page. Copy all the way back to the /. Okay. Go to quick redirects all the way down. Paste. I'm going to use that. Copy. Paste. Hit save changes. It's done. Go back to your not found. Test it. It forwards to the blog. Go ahead and close it. Okay, so we've fixed all those. Go back here, mark it as fixed. Hit OK. So you're just going to do that over and over and over again. Just remember, when you come across HTMs, there are no HTMs. These are old web pages. So if you come across an HTM, you might want to look for the same version of it in .php. That would be the newer page. And you know, again, it's easy to do. So like Kentucky website design was the old page. You might come back here, click on AppNet, scroll all the way down to the bottom, hit sitemap, and look for a Kentucky web page that we had done. That would be under the K's, obviously. Kentucky SEO, Kentucky web design. We did another one too, but let's just click on this one. This would be the PHP page, which this would be the page that you'd like to fix here. So you would first recreate this page, and then you would redirect the old Kentucky website design as well. So again, kind of you get a 2-for-1 there when you do that. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to call the office. We will email you the username and passwords to get into everything. But that should give you a good tutorial, a little bit of SEO background, and how to help us get all these old pages recreated on the new AppNet.